Mike Wonkum. And Mike, what is the latest at this 4:30 hour?
Yeah, we're still talking about the snow coming down here. You know, Erica, you mentioned this just a few moments ago. The anniversary is tomorrow of the first of those big storms that we had 11 years ago. The anniversary. 24.6 is in Boston, but out of Worcester it was 34 inches of snow. What's remarkable about that one, it was the first of 4 big ones that hit us. Most people who lived through it will not forget it. 2015 was a horrible year. We had 24 inches, 16 inches, 23 inches, and another 16 on top of it. In that 4-week period, we picked up almost 80 inches of snow. I do not see that in the forecast. We might get 2 feet out of this one, but I don't have another storm on the horizon for a while. There was some indications maybe next weekend we could get something, but the threat is looking less and less all the time. Getting some new snow reports in. Rockland picking up 4.5 inches. Dighton's now up to 6.1 inches of snow. Pembroke at 5 inches of snow. Bridgewater has 4.5 inches of snow. It looks like for about the next 3 to 4 hours, we're going to get the snow coming down at probably about 2 inches per hour, and that's why these totals will dramatically climb as we head between now and say 10 o'clock tonight. Here's what's going on radar right now. Look at the temperature in Boston, how it has really jumped up now to 23 degrees, where in Bedford it's still 8, Norwood it's still 10. What's happening? The warmer air is coming off the ocean, it's colliding with the colder air, and this is where we're starting to see the heavy bands setting up, and these bands will work their way off to the northwest. Northwest of that line is where we typically get our heaviest snow. Over the Cape right now, temperatures have been holding pretty steady into the mid-20s, but that warm air has pushed its way into Plymouth now and Marshfield, trying to get its way over to Taunton, and look at that heavy band that's setting up right through there. Anytime you see these dark blues showing up, that indicates to me that we're talking about some very heavy snow coming down at the rate of 2 inches per hour. And out to the west, this is a lighter, fluffier snow. You're not seeing that banding going on, but that's still a pretty intense snowfall that we're talking about right now along Route 2. What's going to happen tonight? The warm air is going to eventually win out a little bit. So inland temperatures, you are going to climb a little bit more. On down to the south, they're going to climb enough that we're actually talking about temperatures getting close to the freezing mark. When that happens, we get some sleet. That will hold the totals down, but you're still getting a lot of liquid content. Right now, the liquid content's running about a ½ inch, and before this is over with, we're looking at about 1.5 inches of liquid content. So if you melted the snow down, it would equal about 1.5 inches. Obviously, colder areas inland, it fluffs up more than if you're at the coast where it's a heavier, wetter snow. All right, what happens overnight tonight? We get some dry air to work its way in here, except at the coast, right through here. This is where that banding is going to set up, and that's why I've put down the heaviest snowfall totals right there. And then farther to the west, a little more energy out here to the west is going to work its way eastward, so there's more snow tomorrow. Maybe 2 to 3, 4 inches of snow is certainly a possibility in isolated areas. Not the intensity we had going on today, but it's snow all the way until we get to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the flurries finally get out of here. So we're looking at about 18 to 24 inches of snow through here, lesser amounts as you look down toward the Cape. A pretty intense snowstorm. Does not look like what we saw 11 years ago, but it certainly keeps us reminding what was like 11 years ago tomorrow. Shane and Eric.